The Roadrunner Review would like to thank its sponsors, Jason's Deli. Real food is fresh, higher quality, more flavorful, less processed, and naturally better tasting. Get real food at any Jason's Deli location. And the Boulder Broker Inn, a proud partner and preferred hotel for Metro State Athletics. On our last show, we gave you the lowdown on this year's softball team in our season preview package. If you missed it, you can visit GoMetroState.com to check that out or any other video you may see from the show. But enough practice, as our Roadrunners were finally ready to hit the field against number 12, Nebraska-Omaha. Game 1, Metro State held a 6-4 lead heading into the final inning, but the Mavericks scored 2 in the top of the 7th, and it was on to extra innings. In the bottom of the 9th, Molly Clark reaches first base on a fielder's choice, allowing Janessa Tassone to cross the plate, taking the 7-6 victory. Sarah Rush led the team with 4 RBI in the game. Game 2, the Runners take another one in walk-off fashion by the same score of 7-6. Nebraska-Omaha scored 2 runs in the top of the final inning to tie the game, but Amber Roundtree comes through in the clutch, bringing in Kristen Gertner on an RBI single. Following day, the Runners took on Fort Hays State in a doubleheader. First inning, Brittany Moss gets some help from the defense, getting the 6-4-3 double play. Then Moss strikes out Adrian Moore to end the inning. Then Jessica Hobbs sends the pitch to the right center field gap, bringing home 2 runs with a 2-0 lead. But here comes the Tigers as Maddie Holub takes Moss to left center field for the 3-run blast in the top of the 6th inning. That shot ties the game at 6 apiece. Same inning with a couple of Tigers in scoring position. Trisha Holtzman drives both of them in to give her team a 5-3 lead, and that would be the final score. On to the afternoon cap, Metro State looking to regroup after their first loss on this early season. Metro gets on the scoreboard early. Rush singles to center field, bringing home Amber Roundtree. Then Roundtree backing up her pitcher, snagging this grounder and throwing out Adriana Wortley. Junior transfer Julia Deal was working it from the mound. Deal goes the distance, allowing 2 earned runs. Then the bats awaken. Metro's home run leader from last year, Tara Michelson, blasts her first round tripper of the year. This was a solo shot, and it's a 3-0 Roadrunner lead. Then Nisha Kita triples to right field to bring home a couple of runners, and then the senior from Pearl City, Hawaii gets all of this Holub pitch for the 10-2 walk-off win in the 5th inning. Nisha Kita led the way with 5 RBI, and her team finishes the weekend with a 3-1 record. Good. And what's it like? I mean, 3 walk-off wins and 4 opportunities. You had a home run today to end today's game, a second game. What's it like to have to go through these walk-offs? Is it, nerve-wracking, or do you guys wish you would win a little bit more comfortably?
That's right. They're nerve-wracking, but everybody came through and everybody did their job, so it was good. Good wins.
But I guess just talk about going into a game against the number 12 team in the country. I mean, does that make you nervous going to that? Or maybe even gives you guys a little confidence from your coach saying that you guys can go out there and play against a very tough team right off the bat?
Yeah, we're not nervous just because the rankings can be what they are, but that team has to prove that they're at that ranking. And, yeah, just proving that even though we're down 2 pitchers, we can back up the 2 pitchers that we had with our batting and our defense. So, yeah, it was really crucial yesterday.
All right, and last question, talking about Kelly Nisha Kita. You got to be so great. She didn't, we know Corey left, but Kelly stuck around, and she had a great game, won the game for you guys, and it's just great to have her back. And what is she going to bring for the team this year?
Yeah, she's really she's kind of a little spark plug for us. She's got this wonderful personality and a great team player, and the kids pull for her, and they all pull for each other. But it's neat because it's neat to see that, and that's kind of what it's all about.
Since opening weekend, 9 games have been canceled due to snow, and with the entire month of March to come, you can rest assured that Mother Nature will rear her ugly head once again to keep our softball team off the field. Well, with that frightening weather outside, why don't you come inside for the 10th annual Metro State Roadrunners Scholarship Dinner and Auction. The event will take place at the Brown Palace on April 17th, and the evening speaker will be former CU women's basketball coach Seal Berry. So reserve your table and check out GoMetroState.com for more details. The Roadrunner Review will be right back. Welcome back to the show. Head coach John Supsick and the indoor track team continue to wow the conference and the country with their amazing times and talent in the sport. There are countless runners who have earned automatic and provisional times to compete at the national meet in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But before they take their furious feet to the big dance, our Roadrunners took part in the conference championships in Golden on February 26th and 27th.
We'll start things off in the 800 meter. Junior Sean Limbaum, who has already qualified for the national meet, wins his heat in a photo finish over Adams State's Andrew Graham. In the men's mile, senior Brandon Johnson finishes in the 6th spot and misses automatically qualifying for nationals by only 2 seconds. Senior Morgan Thomas finished 3rd in her heat and 4th overall in the women's 800. And we have to say goodbye to senior Taybrook Rudder, who finishes 9th in the mile. It was the final race of her collegiate career. Finally, the men's 4x400 meter relay as the team of Carl Arnold, Gabe Meidel, Derek Fiorni, and Sean Limbaum finished 4th in a time of 3 minutes and 28 seconds.
Overall, I thought it went pretty well. Our DMR has got 2nd fastest time in the country right now, so that was a spectacular race yesterday. I'm pretty confident that they'll pull it off at nationals, which is what counts, obviously. And that'll go back to yesterday also. Senya ran the 5K yesterday, and then the 3K today. I think she did pretty well overall. She's been sick. I have a lot of athletes that have been sick in the last week and a half. Don't want to make excuses, but it set some people back. Next 2 weeks are going to be pretty intense, hard-working. Just sharpening the guys and getting them ready to hopefully come back with a couple of national championships.
Check out the final results of the RMAC Championships, brought to you by Hotel VQ, located just minutes from campus and the downtown area. Log on to www.hotelvq.com to make your reservation. Don't go anywhere. Once again, we thank our sponsors who help us put the show on the air. The Comfort Inn of downtown Denver, with their fabulous location, stunning atmosphere, and free breakfast. Their special Metro State rate of $79 is hard to beat. And of course, Dex. Dex is your most complete, up-to-date source for information in the book and online at dexknows.com. We were speaking earlier about Mother Nature snubbing her nose at our softball team, but our baseball team has had to deal with numerous cancellations as well. But as Tony Soprano would say, what you gonna do? The Roadrunners did get in a few games before the snow hit. They split their weekend series with CSU Pueblo, winning 2 of the 4 games. Then it was a 4-game home series that turned into 2 against Dickinson State on February 13th. Game 1 featured a pitching duel between Metro's Ted Jamison and Dickinson State's Julian Ramirez. Jamison pitched a complete game, giving up 2 earned runs while striking out 6. But Ramirez was a tad better, giving up 1 run, earning the win. The Runners out-hit the Blue Hawks 5-3, but they just couldn't convert those hits into runs. Metro head coach Tom Carcione goes with an entire lineup change for Game 2, and the team responds by scoring 7 runs in the 7-2 win. Brennan Brown stepped up off the pine, going 2 for 3, driving in 2 RBI and scoring 2 runs, while pitcher Tony Weber and Sean Walter combined for 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 4 Ks.
Metro State opened up conference play with a 4-game series against highly touted Mesa State and Grand Junction. The Runners split the series and improved their record to 6-4 overall. Here are the updated conference standings in baseball, brought to you by the Hilton Garden Inn. We'll be right back.